Apple, please.
Some people think you have to be sleeping on the streets to be homeless, but that's not the case. Me and my children never had a stable place to sleep at night. We never knew where we were going to stay. We never knew when we were going to eat.
Would you like some apples?
You know, I was a heavy heroin and meth user for many years. It wasn't until I got into a domestic violence relationship that I just had that moment in my life where I was at a bottom. I was 23 years old when I finally left that abusive relationship I was in, and that's when I tried meth for the first time. I spent the next few years in and out of random abandoned houses. There's many times I almost died. There's many days I chose drugs over food. Every time I left treatment, I had no solid foundation or plan after that. I didn't have the coping skills, I didn't have the foundation, I didn't have the support and community around me. 26 years old is when I became pregnant with my 4-year-old. I had one baby and I had another baby a year later. Me and my children spent a majority of their lives either in treatment or in hotels. It was just me and them. My family was just pretty much done with me. They had told me that they had mourned me as if I was already dead. I met a City Team graduate at the rehab I was at, and she told me, have you ever thought about going to a year-long Christian program? If you would have asked me a year before that, I probably would have said no way, because I just felt like, at that time, I felt like God had wrote me off. Like there was no way I could be forgiven for everything I've done to me, my children, my family. I just felt unforgivable at that point, because I didn't know what Christ's love was like at that time. I went straight from that rehab to House of Grace. It was just so different to me at first. It was what I longed for, stability, somewhere to sleep at night and to know we don't have to check out tomorrow at 11 o'clock out of a hotel. And then Christmas came along and just a little overwhelming almost, because just been me and the boys for so long and we were hungry all the time. And then I come to this place and they have a whole pantry stocked of food. We had a feast on a table. One of my son loves dinosaurs and the other one loves Buzz Lightyear and Woody from Toy Story. That's literally were some of the items they were given. These were all things I could never afford before I came to City Team. I couldn't even believe how many people that we had never even met that just loved us so much and wanted to bless us like that. One of the things that made a huge impact on me at House of Grace was the City Team at Work classes they offered, which were setting you up for your future and making it to where you could actually be rooted and grounded in something and be able to maintain long-term sobriety.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Joanne. How are you?
I was given the opportunity to do the City Team certification classes for drug and alcohol counseling. There was an opportunity that came up for a full-time position at City Team and I jumped on it, and now I'm working in the field and I'm case managing clients, which was a dream of mine coming into this program. My boys and I now live at House of Light, which is a part of City Team Forward, which is a house for graduates. I'm actually house manager over here, and me and my children, we have this big, beautiful house with other women and their children, and it's just amazing. Before I came here, I just felt like no one cared if I lived or died. I've been here almost 2 years now, and I've just felt like so many people have poured into my life. For so long, what I prayed for was somewhere for us to sleep at night. Around 11 a.m., I always will look at the clock and think, thank you, Jesus, that I'm not rushing to check out of the hotel right now. I'll always be grateful for the donors and supporters, volunteers that all have spent their time pouring into City Team. Because of them, my life has changed forever, and I live a life today that I literally thought was never possible for me. And for that, I will forever be grateful.